You know, that's why I thank God for your life. And that's why I really want to challenge anybody, be you a pastor, be you somebody that's got a call of God upon your life, and you don't even know which way forward. Try and get a return ticket to Kiev to come and have a look at what ministry is all about. It will transform your life. It will transform your ministry. This is my second time of coming here. In fact, like first time really. The first time I came for a few days. And I was energized to come back again because I saw ministry in a different way. And I believe it will transform your lives. You just need to just come over. It costs just over £200 for a return ticket on BA. Come and have a look. Then you have an understanding what we're talking about. Because if you're just listening without coming to see, it's a bit difficult. But you need to get here and see things for yourself. If you permit me, Pastor Sunday, I actually asked for a list of major ministries from your church, from a church office, and I got the list here. When I got the list and went through it, I shook my head because I know of some churches. There's even a particular one that I'm involved in personally, and I see that the ministries they have, the departments they have within the church to look after the running of the church is more than the one that's to look outside, to help people outside. In fact, I was talking on one of the interviews we did. They have only one that reaches out. And the only one that reaches out is for evangelism, bring the crowd. But the rest is to look at how to...
So the church is just surviving and existing for itself. Egocentric church is called.
That's right. So that's why when I saw these materials, I thought, wow, this is serious stuff. And for the benefit
What is it that impressed you there?
Oh, I'll go through them, then you have a clear picture. Here, number one, they have a soup kitchen called Stephania. Soup kitchen... Well, that one we understand. Some Christians gather themselves occasionally, Christmas time or Easter time.
No, that's not what we do. We have a center, constant, permanent, where the people who are in need in the city come to. So we don't go take food down to the street once a day or once in a year or something. They come every day on daily basis, 3 square meals.
3 square meals every day?
Yes.
Where'd you get the money?
And we feed 1,000 people, 2,000 people. Well, we have some people who come to church or who are sympathizing with the church, who are close to the church, but they don't want to come. But they don't want to give their money to the church or to the pastor because they are secular people, they are money people. They don't want to know where their money has gone to. Even people who come to church, they want to know where their money is going to. So what I told them is that you give your tithes, but those tithes, you don't give them to me, you don't even give them to the church. Let's set up a charity to cater for the needy. So your tithe will be going there, and you yourself will be monitoring how this money is being used to cater for the needy. So that's how. So we just they would not have given the tithe anyway, but now when they see what they are doing, what the money is doing, they want to give. So they are directing their tithe to that.
That is the wisdom of God. Unbelievable. To direct tithe straight into this. Yes. But most churches say bring the tithe in first and let the pastor decide what happens next. But then let's go through these items. This one talks about rehabilitation centers. It's a stationary rehabilitation center for men, stationary rehabilitation center for women, outpatient rehabilitation center in Kiev, and stationary rehabilitation center in Kuzovka. Then it talks about orphanage in Kozanka and Hotovo. It talks about chaplainship mission, restoration of the nation. And you have individuals in charge of all these departments. There's a ministry for prostitutes. I've never heard of anything like that in England. Charity ministry, ICO, Rachel, newcomers ministry, the G12 system, Trust Line, praise and worship ministry, prayer ministry, Joshua Bible Institute, missionary center, politics. I've never heard of anything like that. Because now I can see why the church is making inroads into every area of the life of this nation.
If you don't develop them, you don't hope to have them in your church.
That's the problem. Because out there they say, oh, church doesn't do politics. Let's just keep praying. You are praying, crazy people are getting to parliament, dictating.
And you are complaining.
And you're complaining. And you say, oh, church can't still do politics. That's the problem. That's what I say.
If politics is a dirty game, like people say, well, who is going to go clean it up?
Wow. Arts ministry, social center, youth ministry, 1000 Club, the Center for Restoration of Personality and Society's Transformation, Marriage for Life ministry. Wow. A ministry on its own. This is interesting. Parenthood Institute. This is what we need out there.
Yes.
Where you teach
All these are for secular people.
secular people.
Yes. Our people are doing outreaches. These are their ministry to the society. All these ministries are for the society.
Children's ministry.
Yes.
Children's theater. School ministry. Ministry for handicapped people. Women's ministry. Men's ministry. Sports ministry. Sports Against Drugs ministry. Interclub for Foreigners. Club Golden Autumn. Publishing houses. TV studios. This is interesting stuff. So you are reaching out to the secular
To the
through this
society,
ministry.
yes.
But mostly the church we have out there, they minister to fellow Christians through the little ministries they have there. But there's nothing really directed at the secular.
No, I think 90% of all our ministries are to the society and to the community, and only 10% to the church itself.
So now, looking at these facts and figures, how are you able to manage and run things and be so relaxed, cool, and calm?
And I'm not busy. You don't see me running about or do anything since you came out.
No, how are you able to do it?
Well, because when you begin to learn the secrets of pastoring without tears, you don't struggle. You just rest. You rest in the Lord. And I think the basic secret is that I have this fellowship with God. This is my personal time retreat with God that I have on a monthly basis. And there, I just receive instructions on what to do. So I'm not running after what needs to be done and do this and do that. No, I mainly focus on Him. And in His presence, He gives me supply of information and of what to do in the church. So I just call or I go and do what I need to do. And it brings better result than for me to be running up and down. And then, of course, I raise a lot of leaders. That's my major specialty as a pastor. I just specialize, I just focus on raising leaders, pastors, people who can do what I can do. I heard a saying, and I really believe in this, that never you do what other people can do. If you are a leader should not be busy doing what he knows that other people could afford to do. So I train people to be able to do what I can do so that I will be free to do other things that other people cannot do.
Wow. It is interesting. And because when you get out here, you see the structure. It works clockwork. But then how are you able to instill discipline in the people? Because the people in the church are just like any normal day Christian anywhere in the world. But how are they? Because some people will look and say, well, Russians are normally rigid. They follow instructions and whatsoever. But when you see the people, they're not so. There are people who are messed up completely. But somehow it works.
Well, we as humans are a subtotal of a subtotal of the information that we heard and that we feed ourselves on, the value systems that we are exposed to, and the character traits that we have developed in ourselves. So 3 things dictate a person's habit or behavior: the information they are exposed to, the value system they have been trained in or lack of it, and of course the character traits that they have developed in themselves. So, even in Ukraine, if the Russians and Ukrainians are like this naturally, then every church in Ukraine is supposed to be making the same impact. But no. Even here, people are surprised when they see our people that they are different, because it depends on the training that you give them, the information you give to them, and the value system that you train them in, and the character that they have been able to develop as a result.
Yes, sir. Well, you know what? I want to thank you so much for watching. That's the end of this particular segment, and I hope and pray it has blessed you, just as it has blessed me. In fact, as I was just asking him and he's responding to those questions, I saw the need myself to actually come to his ministry here, to spend time, to learn about what it means to be a minister, and then get materials that one can use to be a blessing to others. And if you think that way, take down the details of this ministry from the screen, get in touch, and there's help. There are different departments to look after you. Thank you for watching, and God bless you. I'll be back your way very soon. Thank you so much, and bye for now. 300 Christians needed to change the spiritual temperature of this nation forever. Are you one of them? The Bible says creation is waiting for the manifestation of the sons of God. For this end time, you don't have to be a pastor or someone in a leadership position in a church to be part of this great move of God. All you need is a genuine hunger for the kingdom of God to be established on earth. Pastor Sunday Adelaja, the pastor of the largest church in Europe, the Embassy of God, is initiating a move of God in this nation called the History Makers Bible School. The History Makers Bible School takes place only on one Saturday every month to equip you for the next level. It will also be a good opportunity to network with like-minded Christians. You will receive tried and tested keys to church growth and pastoring without tears at the Emmanuel Center, 9 to 23 Marsham Street, Victoria, London, Southwest 1P 3DW. Registration is £40 per session. To register, call 0798 114 6157 or email admin@hmbsuk.org or visit the website at www.hmbsuk.org. Whatever you do, don't miss this move of God. Call the number on the screen now to register. Remember, you were called for a time like this.